Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing another squishy tutorial and I'm going to be showing you how I made this Instax mini camera squishy by Fujifilm. Hopefully I said that right. And I really like how this turned out. So yep, I really hope you enjoy it and let's get started. So first I started off by tracing the template onto the foam, and then what I did was I cut out the circle and also traced that onto the foam. And then you just want to draw 2 more circles inside of that and then a small rectangle shape at the bottom. And I also drew a line on the side of the camera. And then the rest of the details we're going to be painting on later. And I'll also link this template below in the description box so you can use it if you want to. And of course you can make yours whatever size you want. And next we want to start cutting this out. So here's what the shape looks like so far. And as you can see, I've already finished smoothing off most of it, since that bit usually takes quite a while. So basically what I did was I just cut around the shape that I drew. And then what you want to do is you want to cut around the circle just to make it look a little bit more three-dimensional or 3D. And then you just want to smooth it off with your scissors. And then for the rest of the camera you want to make sure that it's a little bit lower than the lens, I think it's called. And then you just want to make curved cuts with your scissors like this. And you also want to do that for the edges as well. And then you also want to do the same thing for this part, and again you want to make sure that these are both the same level, if that makes sense. And then you just want to again just smooth it off by making curved cuts like this. Until it has a slight curve to it. So you just want to keep doing that. And then for the back, again, you just want to make it as smooth as possible with your scissors. Just by making really small snips like this. So hopefully this is all making sense. And again, make sure that the edges are slightly curved. And then for the bottom part of the camera, again you want to make sure that it's as flat as possible or as smooth as possible, so that way it can stand up just like the real camera. So I'm just going to finish this part and then I'll be right back. So here is what it looks like once I've finished smoothing off this part of the camera. And then what I did was I just cut out some more of the details on the back. So hopefully you can see that. So I just cut out some indents on the back, just using my scissors. And I just looked at pictures of the Polaroid Instax cameras as like for help. And also drew on the oval or the long oval shape at the top where the photo comes out. And by the way, you do not have to make it all one piece if you don't want to. You can cut out certain parts and then glue them on if you want to. And in the end, I only ended up gluing on these two parts here, which are basically just two semicircles. So I'm not sure what exactly this part is called, but yeah. And I think the shape looks really good. So now we are ready to start painting it. So next what I did was I painted the entire camera a turquoise or teal colour. And you can paint yours whatever colour you like, or whatever design you want. And I just chose teal because that's just one of my favourite colours. And I think it just looks really pretty. So I just mixed some of this teal puffy paint with some blue and white paint just to change the tone of it slightly, and then I just painted the entire thing. And then what I did was I started painting on the details using my black and white puffy paint and also some silver puffy paint. And I ended up painting on the details off camera because I just really wanted to focus so that way I wouldn't mess it up. And I just used a thin paintbrush to paint on some of the details. And also painted on the details on the sides of the camera as well. And I definitely recommend looking at pictures of the Polaroid cameras for help. So that's just what I did. I just used these images here for help whilst I was painting on the details. And I know it's not exactly like the real one, but I am really, really happy with how it's turning out so far. And I really like how the turquoise colour turned out. And also, you do not have to do just one colour for yours. You can paint yours multiple colours, or you can even paint on like different designs on it if you want to. Just make it look however you want. So now you just want to let this completely dry, and then we can move on to the next step. So once it is completely dry, next what you want to do is you want to paint on the details on the back of the camera. And again, I just used my black, white and teal puffy paint to do this. And I know the rectangle turned out a little bit crooked. I did try fixing it with some of the teal puffy paint, so you can probably see. And again, I definitely recommend looking at pictures of the camera for help. And also forgot to mention that I also painted on the slot at the top of the camera using my black puffy paint, and also painted a very faint oval around it just using my teal puffy paint, which is kind of hard to see. And then I just painted on some more details on the, or near the lens, at least I think that's what it's called. And again, I did this off camera just because I really wanted to concentrate. So hopefully that's okay. So yeah, I definitely recommend looking at photos when you're painting on the details. And then you just want to let that completely dry, and then once you've done that, your squishy is finished. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. And I just love how the teal or the turquoise colour turned out. And I'm pretty sure there is a teal colour of this camera that actually does exist. I have seen a couple of pictures of them on Google. But again, you can do whatever colours you want for yours, and also you can do whatever design you want. You do not have to leave it just plain like this. You can really do whatever you want. And it is really soft and squishy. And I'm really happy with how the details turned out. So, yep, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, And as always, please feel free to request any more squishy tutorials you would like me to do in the comments below. And I really hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!